proven good driver. I don't think he's going to be going down without a fight. But the lights are on for the 13th round in the Season 14 Italian Grand Prix on the PS4 AOR League, and it is underway. RC Alonso, not particularly clean start, but he is still leading for the time being as two Ferraris side by side.
Second, yeah.
And actually, Aresi's going to be able to hold it in second, just ahead of his teammate Ali K. But actually, Ali K, not the best run off the first chicane. And I think Kerex is going to go down his inside, round the curve of Grande. So Kerex has moved up to third place. That is a very good start for him. Unless Ali K is going to locking up the front wheels. But Kerex hopping over the curb, and actually not a brilliant exit for Kerex. So Ali K heading into the first Lesmo will retake third very high average speed circuit. That is one lap done of this Grand Prix already, with RC Alonso leading, Aresi in second, and then Ali K.
putting a lot of pressure on Ali K, and I saw him going defensive into Ascari, and now he's going defensive again into turn 1. And Kerex also held it really beautifully around the outside there. That is a pretty good move, but Ali now has the inside line into Curva Grande, and he is able to defend, slightly defensive there, but Kerex still on the inside. We'll get the better exit from here, but Ali K with the inside line. I think he keeps third here. Yeah, he does. But I see Nervotank as well trying to get into the action. This is not an overtaking spot, Lesnar 2, but he pushes Kerex wide, and now he has quite a good run on this straight into Ascari, but obviously Kerex with inside line. We'll see what happens here. Nervotank just outbrakes him around the outside, and that's pretty good. Gone a little bit off track though, I've noticed that. It's a driving style and does like to burn through his tires very quickly, but he's still fast enough that it compensates for that. And Kerex actually going really slowly there. I don't know what's going on as Nervotank tries to go for the move.
Well, I was on board with Kerex. He put his hand up in the air. Nervotank sets the fastest lap, so Nervotank, I think, made a bit of contact with Kerex, but actually Ali K looks like he might lose 2 positions. And Kerex locking up both front wheels, and
Nervotank
in fact,
around
Ali
the outside, but Ali K, will he get the better run out of the corner? No. And Ali K is down to 5th.
By Aresi here, heading towards the first chicane. Contact!
Oh, this contact?
Yeah, Aresi hit the side of RC Alonso.
I was fairly sure Aresi was backing out of that one, but seemingly not.
RC Alonso weaving from side to side going around the curve of Grande, so those two fired up. This is, well, we didn't see a great deal of action between them, but now it's heated up a lot. So yeah, it's one move made by
Kerex as well.
It might mean that we don't see RC Alonso or Aresi in the race lead. It could end up being, well, Kerex is currently in second, having passed Nervotank. So actually, if both of those two have got damage, yellow flags out.
Oh, that's why 8 Racing Green and Big C, and there's
Ooh,
quite a lot of carnage as Wooly hits right into the side pod of Big C and loses his front wing. I think Big C's got damage as well. From Nervotank and Ali K.
Well, I'm looking at Aresi. He's fitting on the soft tyres. That seems to be the favoured strategy. And in fact, I think he was slightly held up.
Yeah, by Clarky coming into the pits, I think, but still Radron's in the lead.
Well, RC Alonso,
should Radron in the net lead?
I'm on board with him. He's coming down the start-finish straight right now, so he's gunning it 200 miles an hour. There is RC Alonso.
He's not going to make it.
No.
But the interesting thing is, now Kerex is right behind Aresi because Aresi got held up in the pits. So the lead he built up over the first 9 laps has all disappeared.
Side contenders. Aresi coming down the start-finish straight now, currently in 5th place, but he is going to retake the effective race lead. Kerex is in a net 2nd place,
well, it's
but
really close
Nervotank might not even be in a net 3rd.
Alonso, as Nervo is on cold tires here and couldn't hold it there down the inside, and Alonso takes the place. Even Clarky looking to take the place. Nervotank still on pretty cold tires, and like he might have an opportunity here into this chicane. Under braking, but just this lap behind him. Doesn't want to get involved.
And all the races, unlike a Resi.
So 122.9. And looks to be having a look to the inside here. With the massive toe from the DRS around the outside, and he actually gets it done. Yeah.
You said that with surprise, like you didn't expect that to happen.
Well, yeah, around the outside of turn 1, I mean, that's pretty good. I was expecting a bit of a more aggressive defense from Aresi, but probably doesn't want to get involved in trouble either after the incident with RC Alonso earlier. Driver right now. So he is expected to pull away from Aresi, although he made a bit of a mistake there. And Novotank's dropping back. Let me have a look.
Well, he was just pushed into the gravel by RC Alonso. No real contact, but just no space was left for Novotank. So that was what happened there.
Very aggressive defense then. I know Novotank is a very aggressive attacker, but possibly too aggressive on that occasion.
Point, but even despite that, this is going to harm Kerex a lot. Where you can visibly see that Kerex, the gap he had over Aresi is less than what it was as H Racing Green comes into the pits.
But at the same time, Kerex is just passing him now on the start-finish straight. If Aresi doesn't manage to get past soon, he will have to wait quite a long time before the next passing opportunity, which might give Kerex the gap that he had again.
Yeah, and I think that is exactly what is going to happen. Already Kerex has opened up a...
Yeah, Aresi needs to get past here, otherwise he gets stuck in the Lesmos, which is not fun, and it looks to be exactly what's happening, as you say.
An entire lap stuck up behind Simo. So is this, would you say this is a case of Simo defending overly aggressively, or is this just Aresi not having the speed?
I think Aresi is just really passive. He should be quite a bit more aggressive, because this might be the race winning moment here for Kerex. Because now he has clean air, Aresi no longer is in DRS range, so Kerex can just put in a couple of fast laps now.
Alonso, Clarkey, Novotank, because, well, going around the Lesmos, I mean, obviously the Lesmos not really an overtaking place, but heading up towards the Ascari chicane, and still none of these guys have got past Simo, but I think around the outside heading into the Ascari chicane, RC Alonso isn't going to do it.
That's actually very aggressive defending from Simo.
Would you expect that? Would you expect him to be that aggressive?
I don't, honestly, I don't know what he... Oh, there's a bit of contact on my screen there with Novotank and Alonso, but as I was saying, I have no idea what Simo is doing right now.
Strategies. Monaco springs to mind. Simo, his strategy at Monaco was brilliant. It was masterful, actually. Ali K didn't expect... He thought Simo was, just out of the running, and then Simo ended up winning that race. But I'll be honest, looking at the action now, it does kind of make me wish that drivers don't have to come into the pits, because Simo is livening up this monstrous battle for third place. 4 cars, all separated by absolutely nothing at all.
That's a very good overtake that Alonso is about to pull off. Around the outside of Parabolica, just a lot more grip on the soft tires, and Simo trying to fight back.
I think Simo might re-overtake.
Oh, and look at Novotank on the outside, on the grass.
I think there's contact between Simo and RC Alonso. There's been a 4-wide
there's quite a lot of
car crash. And Ali K has gained places. I said that Simo could open up the opportunity Ali K needed to gain places. I didn't expect it to really happen, and I didn't expect it to happen in that fashion. Ali K is in 5th, Ollie D is in 4th, Alex is in 3rd. Last time I remember, Alex was in like 8th place.
Still enabled, I can see in Ollie's rear wing. As he's putting a lot of pressure on Alex. And
if you were Ollie D right now, would you just go for a last lap lunge? Would you, even if it looks like it's slightly too big of a gap, would you go for it since it is the last lap? Actually, I don't think he needs to do a lunge, because Alex I think just got his tyres a bit too cold, a bit too wet, deep into Parabolica.
Yeah, probably a
And of
lot
course, Ollie D's gonna have DRS.
I did say he's not the best driver in the wet.
You shouldn't have said that. You cursed him. It
Well,
looks
his
like
ability in the dry was pretty good, but I mean, he did pick up that penalty, and he hasn't done enough to make it not count. And it looks like Aresi will win the race.
Yeah, Aresi ended up winning by 2.3 seconds once you factor in Kerex's penalty. Ollie D is going to take third place, barring any penalties, but I don't believe there
look how
are
far
any.
Alex dropped.
Actually, there is. Ollie D did have a penalty, so Alex did finish in third come the end. Ali K in fifth, just behind Ollie D. Synthetic in sixth, RC Alonso 7th, Clarkey in 8th. I believe he might have potentially lost some positions due to
Clarkey
penalties.
was
Big
6th.
C in
Clarkey
9th.
was 6th. He definitely lost positions. And it was very close there between 6th and 8th. Clarkey needed just about 8 tenths in order to keep his 6th place, but it didn't happen, and Big C up to 9th.
Matt, there's been a post-race crash. I'm looking on board from H Racing Green.
Yeah, so
There's been a post-race crash. So, this race, it's been, I wouldn't say full of incidents, but there's been a lot of close racing. There's been a couple of incidents, both of them involving RC Alonso. I'm just saying that, just pointing it out. But yeah, and even after the race, you've seen a collision. Simo in 11th, just about missed out on points, but he is on the intermediate tyres, so I think that was his strategy.
He had to make the pit stop. He would have hoped the rain would have come earlier than it did. Then he was looking in a very good position, but as it is, it's only 11th place for him.